All right, guys. So I just got a little time on my hands, and I was on YouTube. And I woke up this morning. And my wife, she told me, she said, "You heard Puffy?" I said, "We don't call him Deal. We call him Puffy." She said, Puffy got locked up." And I said, "Yeah, I saw it this morning on Facebook." Guys, I really never got into the case, but you hear the rumors, you hear the things that people are saying. But I just heard the district attorney doing the press conference of the charges. And, man, I'm just going to say, guys, man, sick of some of the things that they said he had done to people for a long time. And, man, first, we got to get to we got to, really pray. We really got to pray for the whole world. Again, guys, this is nothing new, but it's just coming to light. And I'm a true believer. What's done in the dark will come into the light, and everybody will have to pay for the things they have done. And especially when you have asked God for forgiveness and you continue to do it. And one of the reasons why people do things like this, manipulate, use, abuse, and others, and also including themselves, because you're also hurting yourself, is money. And we all know money, can bring a lot of power. And I will say, for me, this is just me, I ask God in my prayers, if anything is going to change me for the worse, not for the better, don't give it to me. Lord, please do not give it to me. Okay, because I feel like I'm in good standards. I know I am a good person, and I don't want to change that just because I got a lot of money or a certain status. And people will use that. Listening to the allegations that they said that he had done to people, and guys, because at the end of the day, your financial status would change you regardless. People always say, "Oh, money would never change me." It will change you. See what I'm saying? There's a lot of people who do a lot of good things with money. See what I'm saying? Even myself. And I'm not, I'm not rich. I'm not on the Fortune 500, but I'm doing pretty well for myself. And with that, I have been able to do things for other people because I have it. I've given people tools, I've helped people, I've given people money, and I don't put it out there. I'm putting it out there now, but just as an example, I've helped people. I've had websites built for people. I've given people new equipment. So you can do good with money, and there's a lot of people that do good with money, but there's also a lot of people that do bad with money. And I heard Mike Tyson say this a while back. So he was talking about money, and one time Mike Tyson, in his younger career, he said, if you want to see who a person really is, give them a lot of money. And guys, it's just something, man, that we have to be careful about. Hearing like how he was taking advantage of people, giving people, like houses, and then if they didn't do these acts, he would take it away from them, take away their career. People will manipulate, other people when they have power and when they have money. And all I would say is my advice. If you are a person of God, if you are a praying man, a praying woman, ask God, not only to give you, but again, God knows you, okay? God knows us, because he's our creator. And I like I said, me, guys, if my financial status, if my career did not change from this day forward, I am no one to complain. Okay, looking at where I came from, where I am now, I am blessed. All right, but man, it's sad. It's really sad, to hear these things, and Also too, man, with our youth, it's the music. A lot of people don't understand, man, how powerful music is, how it feeds your spirit. Music feeds the soul. And this is why when you hear something and you listen to something, especially when you can't control it, I always say this, man, the things you hear, the voices you hear, and when you constantly hear that over and over and over, you start to become that. You know how many people right now that don't believe in themselves? They don't have good self-esteem about themselves. They don't look at themselves, in a good or a positive manner, because somebody is telling them the opposite, that they're not worthy, they're not beautiful, okay? They're no good. And we have to be careful, man, especially with our kids. Especially with our kids, man. I hear the way some people talk to their kids. And don't get me wrong, I know that parents could have been raised that way. And it becomes a generational curse, because you pick that up from your parents, and your parents pick that up from their parents, and you don't know any better. Basically, that's your normal, right? And that's when we have to seek and ask God for guidance. Like me, a long time ago, man, I asked God to strip me down and reclothe me, okay? Because I knew I was walking in darkness. And I will say, for me, not my parents. I have great parents. My parents did their best. They raised us well. My mom and daddy came home every night. I came home every day. We had both parents in the house. And my parents are still married to this day. My mom and dad, we didn't come home to, parents that did drugs or was alcoholics. We had great parents, right? But, my parents, they couldn't control everything that we did. And I remember certain musics, that me and my brother used to listen to. We would listen to it so much, we started to become that and didn't even realize it. And that's why I say, guys, you got to be careful what you listen to. You got to be careful what words, because words are powerful. Words are powerful. What you say about yourself, what you say about others, and because it feeds into you, and you'll look up one day and don't realize why you're doing the things that you do, okay? Why you're saying the things that you're saying, because you have heard that so much. Your brain, see this, your brain, the brain it's like a computer. It's programmed. A lot of people don't realize everything that we do is because we're programmed. And a lot of things we are programmed to do, we don't even realize it. Again, people do things and don't even know why they're really doing it. People say things and don't even know why they're saying it, because they have heard it so much that it's been downloaded, okay? In the motherboard, in their brain, and it's just being repeated. But the beautiful thing is, we can be unprogrammed. See what I'm saying? We can be restructured. Or like I said, in spiritual form, God stripped me down and reclothed me, okay? And but guys, it's like, man, listening to that, I'm like, man, that was wow. I mean, whoa, that was like some whoa, man. I say, man, pray for everybody. Pray for him. Again, he's human. He's of the flesh. Obviously, he's been walking in darkness. Obviously, he has allowed, money to give him this certain control and power. But at the same time, everybody deserves salvation if they're willing to accept it. And the best way we can do is pray for everybody in that situation. And that was some serious stuff, man. I was like, whoa. I was not, I'm gonna be honest, not laughing at it. I was not expecting to hear that. I was like, what? So anyway, guys, I'm about to get into my client's house and finish off my job, and so me and my family can go have us a little family night out at dinner tonight. One thing about us, we only go out to dinner Monday through Thursday. We do not go out on the weekends. But anyway, guys, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.